Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another Bulgarian workout. And I got good news and bad news with this one. The good news, we got our squat PR. Got 480 today, increased it 5 pounds again for this week, and we're going to push that out through the rest of the week. The bad news, I finally had a lift that didn't record correctly on the camera. I've been doing this for 6 weeks, 6 workouts a week. Going to keep doing that long term, and it happened finally. Camera didn't record. I missed a lift. Fortunately for us, it was a lift that you guys have seen me do a dozen times already or more, so it's no big deal. But my 225 press today didn't get recorded. Before someone says, oh, he missed it, I've put myself up missing it. I've put myself up missing presses already. I'm pretty sure I've missed at least one press and at least one bench on camera so far. So, no, if I'd missed it, I'd put it up. Not a problem. There's no way I would have missed it, though. It was really fast and clean. I was happy with it, which kind of sucks. You know, if it was a grinder, I wouldn't be so bothered. But when I have a really fast one that just locks right out, it kind of sucks that I don't get it on camera. But that just happens. It's going to happen with technology sooner or later. The fact that I've made it past a month without that happening, it's pretty good so far. A whole lot of other YouTubers, it seems to happen a lot to them. I'm not going to name any names. I'm going to be nice about that. Yeah, guys, I only got the top half of the lift on camera somehow. Funny how that works. But what a difference a day off makes. We got that 480 squat. Oh, by the way, I need to repeat this because there's some people who are claiming they don't know my training schedule with what I do in the day of 2 workouts. My first 3 lifts every day are workout A. I take a break between my 2 workouts. Workout B, I come do whatever else you see on camera plus anything I do off camera. But here we go, 480 squat. I put this up separate already. It was really fast, actually. It was fast, fairly clean. Obviously, it was heavy for me. Now, some people are like, you made that look easy. I'm glad it looked easy. Because it didn't feel easy. It was heavy. It was over RPE 9. Like, I'm not going to lie and claim this is on RPE 8.5, RPE 9. There we go, up. And if you guys see the thumbnail, they got a still frame in case, because I kind of didn't stay long at the bottom. I've got a still shot at the bottom that I use as a thumbnail for the other video so you guys can see the depth. Bench was same I've been doing, 315. Nice pause. Was a little slow on the lockout today. But, you know, I'm okay with that. As again, a little more tricep oriented with me doing close grip. So, not a big deal. Like, I know I need bigger, stronger triceps. We're just going to keep doing all these presses until they get bigger and stronger. And the chins will help with that, too. A lot of people don't realize chin-ups work the triceps. Confirmed with EMG. But, you know, I mean, I'm losing weight, so it's going to be hard to maintain bench. If I can maintain my bench press at the 315 with a pause, closed grip, all the way through this cut till I'm under 220, I'll be thrilled with that. I'll be happy with that. And people need to remember that. You don't lose 20 plus pounds of body fat and keep your bench press the same unless you're a novice lifter, you're blasting gear. All right. I'm not willing to hit the trend at this point in my life to do that. I'm too old. Heart disease runs in my family. It's not an option. Hell, that's another reason I need to keep losing weight. I'm too old and heart disease runs in my family. Kind of funny how that works. The same factors that say I shouldn't be doing trend are the same factors that say I need to get leaner. I don't think anyone reasonable is going to disagree with either point. Hence why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, the bench went okay. Though. Like I said, a little grindy when we get over here to the 315. But yeah, man, it feels so good to just have that one day off from the heavy lifting each week. I know some variations of this you do 7 days a week. I like the 6 days a week with 2-a-days. That's it. I feel like it works better for me. And as far as the RPE being over 9, I'm going to call it 9.5 on that squat. Getting real close to RPE 10. At least one coach who I talked to looked at it and said, yeah, but you got to remember that's your 6-day-a-week squatting number. It might be RPE 9.5, but if you were to take several days off to just recuperate and rest, it turned into RPE 8. And he had a valid point there. But I'm not going to know for a long time because Number one, I have no powerlifting meets scheduled anytime this year. I don't plan on competing this year. Absolutely not competing this year. I'm not even going to announce if I'm going to compete. Like, there's going to be no announcement. Why would I? All things considered, it wouldn't be in my best interest to say a federation, an event, anything else. If I compete, I'm just going to show up at something. I'll pay for it, obviously, ahead of time, register, but it's going to be quiet. So, but I'm definitely 100% chance of not competing this year. So I don't need to know what my true maxes are. Why waste a week of progress to find out? Unless I am forced to take a deload. And then in which case, why do I need to hit a PR after that deload? Yeah, I might need to take several days off or do a week deload eventually. But there's no need to test my true maxes. I go right back into my rotation. The fatigue will start accumulating after a few days anyways. So, it is what it is. I don't need to know what my maxes are right now. It doesn't serve me in any way other than to stroke my ego. And that's the thing. What are we doing? Building strength, not demonstrating it. Building strength, not demonstrating it. There's a difference. Chins went well today, though. Did my 90 pounds for workout A and workout B. Yeah, people are like, well, you're losing weight. You're losing weight. Well, yeah, I'm not down 5 pounds since I've been doing this yet. I'm only down a couple pounds, like 3 pounds since I did 90 the first time, 4 pounds maybe. Maybe next week we'll bump up to 95, right? If the 90 stays as easy as it has been until I got to Saturday last week, doing the 2-a-days, like as easy as it was today, I'll bump to 95 next week. Of course. We'll take it from there. Like I said, my goal for this year was to chin 110. Chin 110. At this point, between the weight loss and this coming along really well, I probably was a little bit, I undershot that goal. I undershot that goal. These have turned from basically one of my weakest lifts to one of my best. Just like the overhead press was my worst lift, and I focused on it a lot, brought it up. I'm focusing on the chin-ups. It's kind of funny that I put so much focus into 2 lifts that are not part of the big 3. I'd call them part of the big 5, though. I think that's fair to call that the big 5. Squat, bench, deadlift, the press, and the weighted chin-up. Because I would consider those 5 of the most important lifts you could possibly do. All right? I think everybody should be doing those 5. I don't care what your goals are. Good lifts. Unless there's a sport-specific reason not to. But here we go. My last warm-up on my press before we lost our footage. Man, that sucks. Oh, well. Like I said, at least it wasn't a P. If it was a PR, I would have been really upset. Like, you guys haven't seen me do 230 yet. I don't care if I've done 227 and a half. So I don't care that I lost to 225. But, if it had been a PR, I would have been really pissed off. All right. And if people have noticed what I usually do on the chin-ups, I don't do another bodyweight chin-up or workout B. There's no need to warm up that much. I already chinned today. I do one with 45, with a single 45. Then I put a second 45 on and do 90. But yeah, the chin-up strength's coming along good. I'm really happy with that. It's coming along. And hopefully all this squatting and chinning carries over to my deadlifts when I start deadlifting again. But I think the way I'm going to do it, my squat's going to be past 500 every day by the next DEXA scan. And then after that DEXA scan, I'm going to be curious to see what adding heavy deadlifts in at a high frequency will do over the next 12 weeks. I will be curious to see, even if continued weight loss occurs, if the deadlift puts any muscle mass on me. A detrained deadlift, completely detrained deadlift. I will probably have gone 5 months without deadlifting at that point. I'm going to test and see if there is any real hypertrophy to the deadlift. The deadlift singles. A lot of people claim there isn't. We'll put that to the test under the DEXA scan. How does that sound? Because that's the beauty of it. It won't be in my arms or anywhere else. It'll be in my back. It'll be in my legs, if there's anything. So I think it'll be a real good test. So I think that's going to be a good way to do it. As soon as we finish the second DEXA scan, we'll throw the deadlifts back in and see what happens over the next 90 days on the DEXA scan, if it seems to have any positive impact. That'll be interesting. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative. and I will talk to you guys next time.